Yesterday, we got bombarded with Mortal Kombat 1 content, and it was glorious. It really did feel like Christmas, but what if I told you there's even more new stuff coming? That's right, we're talking more cameo characters, new stages, Season 3 characters, and other awesome stuff like that. So make sure to keep watching because another day means more Mortal Kombat 1 news. I'm covering it all the time on this channel, so if you want to stay up to date, then make sure to subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss any future videos. And then after watching, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below, it helps the channel out a ton. And without any further ado, let's begin, starting off with the Titan battle featuring Quan Chi. That's right, if you don't want to grind and suffer in Combat League to get that awesome Order of Darkness Quan Chi skin, then you can suffer in Titan battle instead. But good news, there's almost always some way to cheese that fight and make it really easy. But here's where things get crazy and really interesting. If you freeze frame the gameplay and then zoom in, Quan Chi has a new cameo partner. Puggles the Bat has returned. That's right, for anyone not aware what this is referencing, maybe you're brand new to Mortal Kombat, you never played Mortal Kombat X. In that game, Quan Chi could summon a bat, and the developers dubbed him Puggles. That's right, the evil bat from hell was named Puggles according to the devs, and the name just kinda stuck. And it looks like Puggles the Bat has made his triumphant return to Mortal Kombat 1. When you face off against Titan Quan Chi, you must also deal with his sidekick Puggles the Bat, which is already cool and a fun reference, but I'm curious now, will we get to play with Puggles in the future? Let me know in the comments what you think. Is it possible that Puggles will eventually be a DLC cameo that we can use as well, and maybe he'll be free? Before Farah got revealed, I would have said it was impossible because Puggles the Bat is smaller than a regular fighter, but here's Farah. She's half the size of a regular fighter and she's still a cameo. And as a result, I think it's entirely possible that Puggles the Bat could be a fully playable cameo character in the future, but for now, sadly, only Quan Chi can use him, and we've got to do battle against our favorite Hellbat. And you know what? Speaking of new cameo characters, whatever happened to Harumi? She was announced and revealed many months ago, but recently the Chaos trailer dropped and she wasn't there. If you don't believe me, you can rewatch that trailer as many times as you want, but Harumi is nowhere to be seen even though she's already confirmed as an upcoming cameo character. And as a result, this definitely makes me think that NetherRealm has more trailers they're gonna drop in the near future. In fact, there's still several videos on the official Mortal Kombat channel that are hidden and unlisted, which once again could mean there's more Mortal Kombat 1 trailers on the way in the near future. But for now, the only hint we get for Harumi is the new costume that Scorpion gets if you pre-order the game. I'm gonna throw it up on screen, and as you can see, it's called the Scorpion Wedding Costume. And that's already a dead giveaway and confirmation that Scorpion is gonna get married in the story mode expansion, Chaos Reigns. And in case you're wondering who he's getting married to, it's pretty obviously going to be Harumi, which means she's going to play a very big role in story mode, and as mentioned earlier, she's also going to be a playable cameo character as well. We know this because her actor confirmed it many months ago on Twitter and Instagram, which honestly is really cool, but what's not cool is the wedding gets crashed by the Cyber Lin Kuei. That's right, we see it happening in the trailer. Sector and Cyrax are literally raining on Scorpion's wedding day and ruining everything. The whole ceremony's been trashed, and you even fight on the wedding stage, but we're gonna talk about that more later on in this video. For now, my point is that Harumi has been confirmed as a cameo character, but for some reason we don't see her anywhere in the recent trailer, and I find that a bit curious. But alright, next up, let's talk about the new stages, because in the recent Chaos Reigns trailer, we see so many new stages, and some of them are just variations of existing stages, which I still think is really cool, and I want to point them out. First up, there's the wedding stage, which looks like a new stage at first, but if you stare a little bit closer and focus your eyeballs, you'll notice that it's actually the Shaolin Monk stage, but with some new details added. And of course, the lighting and everything else is different, so it almost does look like a brand new stage, but it's actually the Shaolin Monk training stage. And then later on in the trailer, we see the Fire Garden stage, but it's also been destroyed. It's all got a red glow, everything's on fire, it looks really cool. Now it's actually a fire garden because everything's burning. If I was a gambling man and had to guess, I would assume that Havoc has already begun his invasion of the main timeline and is destroying everything, which is why the fire garden is on fire. But the Titan of Chaos does not stop there, because we also see the Outworld throne room is completely on fire as well and being destroyed in this cutscene. Now, does that confirm that it's going to be a stage? No, because it's only in a cutscene, but once again, if I was a gambling man, then I would definitely say, yeah, we're gonna fight on this stage too. But once again, these are just variants of existing stages. They're not completely new. Instead, it's very similar similar to Mortal Kombat X, when you had the default stages and then the red stages when Shinnok took over. Now, in Mortal Kombat 1, there's way more detail, right? Many things on the stage have been destroyed and are literally on fire, so yeah, it's technically the same stage, but a lot of stuff has been changed and moved around and altered, so it still looks really cool and provides some variety to the gameplay. But next up, let's talk about actually new stages, beginning with Chaos Realm, which looks straight out of a Marvel movie, and it's honestly really cool looking. You've got floating buildings in the background and gigantic chains holding everything together. On one side the stars are orange, and on the opposite side the stars are blue, and they meet in the middle. It looks like a Soul Calibur stage, if I'm being honest. It looks that awesome and over the top, which is awesome, and I think everybody loves new stages. But for a fun fact, this stage actually got leaked many months ago when Quan Chi first dropped. Actually, it was a little bit before Quan Chi dropped, but in that web article we saw this new stage. Quan Chi was fighting on it, but for some reason we never got to play on it, and people thought, what's the deal with that? Well, I kind of assumed it was coming with the story mode expansion, and it looks like I was correct about that. No matter what the case may be, everybody loves new stages, and look at this cutscene real quick that we see in the trailer. I think this forest area might also be a new stage as well. Now, it's not guaranteed, of course, just like the throne room stage. We only see it in a cutscene, but keep in mind that typically there's a fight during a cutscene, and then right after it transitions to gameplay and you keep fighting on that same stage in that same area. And since we see Sector and Cyrax going at it in this trailer, I think it's possible that this foresty area could be a brand new stage as well. And don't forget that several data miners have confirmed that new stages are coming to Mortal Kombat 1. I think there's 2 confirmed right now, but we just don't know the names of these stages, but they are coming. And as a result, I'm calling it now, this foresty area could be another new stage we're getting in the Mortal Kombat 1 expansion. But oh boy, next up I have some really good news for everyone watching who's a Mortal Kombat 1 fan and is worried that this game might be coming to an end, and after this big DLC drop we're not getting any new content. Instead, NetherRealm's gonna move on to the next game. Well, fear not, because it looks like those fears have been put to rest. If you go on Twitter, then you can see that Andy Sanasic himself, one of the lead artists and animators at NetherRealm Studios, there's still plenty Mortal Kombat 1 to come. And he said this in response to Cashup, who asked, is this the Game of the Year version of Mortal Kombat 1? Is this the end of Mortal Kombat 1? But nope, it looks like Mortal Kombat 1 is here to stay, and we're gonna get a lot more content even after this big content dump, otherwise known as Chaos Reigns or Combat Pack 2, which is already great news, but things get even better because according to the Finny, Jade might be in Combat Pack 3. In fact, he seems pretty certain in this Twitter post, but I don't want to be definitive. I did promise some Season 3 stuff at the start of the video though, and it looks like Jade might be in Season 3, at least according to the Finny, and that's some really good news. But as you all know, I love making these videos interactive, so let me know in the comments section which characters you want to see the most in Mortal Kombat 1, whether it's in Combat Pack 3 or some secret DLC with Combat Pack 2. I don't care when they come, just let me know which characters you want to play the most in Mortal Kombat 1. Because like I say in all my videos, I truly do read each and every comment, so grab that keyboard and make your voices heard. For me personally, I want the weird characters to return from the 3D era. I'm talking like Dramin or Moloch or Cobra and Kira, the losers, the underdogs that a lot of people don't want to see again, but you know what? I really do, and it's not just because my channel name is True Underdog. I genuinely have throughout my life always liked the characters that everyone else kind of dismisses. And since Mortal Kombat 1 already has so many 3D era characters, why not keep that ball rolling? In fact, why not add Hotaru? I'm kind of surprised that Hotaru's not already in the game because he's the main adversary to Havoc, and he's confirmed to be the main villain of the next story mode, right? We have Titan Havoc, the king of all Havocs. He rests atop the council of Havocs. We see this in the trailer, and as a result, I'm kind of shocked that Hotaru's sitting this one out. But then again, with that all being said, I have to remind myself that Mortal Kombat 1 is the first of a brand new trilogy, right? So it's very possible that NetherRealm is saving a lot of key characters for the sequel. We're talking cool characters like Scarlet, maybe even Kotal Khan with a sick redesign, or possibly Aaron Black, maybe even some new combat kids, or some like evil combat kids that work for the villains. That could be really cool. We still haven't seen Kano's son. Oh, and also Sonya Blade and Jax. I don't think they're gonna make it into Mortal Kombat 1, which means they're definitely gonna be in Mortal Kombat 2, or whatever NetherRealm decides to name the sequel. I hope they don't call it Mortal Kombat 2, because that would be so confusing. At any rate, thanks for watching everyone, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, then please leave a like down below. It really does help the channel out a ton, and then finish that combo by subscribing and ringing that bell so you never miss any future videos. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, always, stay underdogs.